This week, you'll be making art with a view, which will include a window or a door. This art will be inspired by Henri Matisse's The Open Window. In his work, the sailboats were the background, the flowers and the planted pots are the midground, and his open window shutters are the foreground. You could work in collage. You could work with drawing or pick photography this week as a choice.
I'm going to show you collage first. I found some cards that I just, they're cool, but I don't really need to save them anymore. So I thought I could cut some of the pictures out and turn them into a collage. One of the pictures I really liked was the hedgehog in the bathtub. So I think that will be the foreground of my picture. And then the background, I'm thinking maybe the waterfalls or the bird singing on the branch. Maybe this marshy scene. I have another like waterfall area. So what could be outside the hedgehog's window? Well, for now I think this kind of is cute. I think I'll match the hedgehog cartoon kind of feel. I'll just cut that out. And we need it to fit in the window. So let's see, the window will be that size. All right, so find a background piece of paper. Maybe you want something a little fancier like wallpaper. I'm gonna go with this one. So with collage, you want to kind of set it up and then glue it. To make the window, find a piece of paper, cut some little rectangles. And frame it out like a window might look at home. And we need a bottom one. There we go. Like that. Move this window down a bit. So that will be the background, the bird. It's like we're looking out the window. The window itself and anything you draw on the walls or put on the walls would be the middle ground. And then anything you plop right in front is going to be the foreground. So with collage, it's really easy to kind of layer that, the background, middle ground, foreground. So once you have a plan, then it's best to glue it down, or you can just take a picture without gluing it, which is what I did. Okay, if you're drawing, you want to think about drawing the foreground first. Okay, so I did a doggy waiting for the school bus to come home, or the cat looking out at the ocean scene. So with drawing, it's easier to layer when you start with the front. I'll start with a big plant here. So say this plant is, now what I'm doing is I'm drawing behind it and I'm not drawing through the plant. So that's going to be the back wall. And maybe behind this plant we're going to have a door. So I'm going to start my door. It's going to come up. It's going to go over. It's going to come back down. Okay, but that looks kind of flat, so maybe I will make a door frame. So I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to go around again, and again, and again. Adding these little corner lines kind of makes it feel like it has some depth to it. All right, so right now I have the foreground. I'm starting the middle ground. What else could I put on the walls to make it interesting? Maybe a photograph or a painting. Again, frame it out. Maybe it'll be a self-portrait. With Daisy. All right, and then what's going to be outside in the background? What could be way out behind this door? If we go outside this door, what would we see? Well, maybe today it's my driveway. So we'll have a path leading out, maybe some grass, maybe my fence. That's the gate. And behind that, maybe some shrubs. Maybe even in the foreground I could have a doormat. Okay, so when I'm drawing, I could still create this feeling of space by overlapping. So we have the front, we have some middle, and we have background, way back, push back, smaller. All right, and the very last scene would be a photograph. Hang tight.
This week, you also have the option of doing this project with photography. You can find a place in your home where you have a window, and you can set up a scene using foreground, middle ground, and background. I've set up a stool with a stuffed animal in front of the window to create my foreground. The window and curtains make the midground, and the front yard make the background. There may be another window in your house that already has some furniture. You could entice your pet to crawl up there, or maybe a sibling, or some other toy, and place it in the foreground. Then you'll have the curtains and window as the midground, and whatever is outside your window as the background. Snap a photo and send it to me.